People, welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to talk about the Beaches Stout case and the case down there in St. James surrounding Stephen McPherson and his daughter. Both of them we're hearing there has now been some breakthrough, right? But let me start off with the Beaches Stout case. Now, you have to understand this. When people say, or when people are trying to say that nothing will come out of it, they're not going to do nothing to him because Beaches don't have money and all this. Let me just explain something to the people of Jamaica. The only way something like this could have gone on and Beaches don't sit inside of a station is if nobody no provide no information. That's the only way. The reason why nothing never come out of the first wife, Merlene, the reason why that case seemed to get thrown under the bus is because it happened in 2009 and there wasn't any hoopla about it. I know there wasn't any hoopla about it because I don't even remember it. Nobody never thought about it. This case, on the other hand, is high profile. This case come out in the social media era. For this case, something have to be done, especially when people hear said there was another incident. So when people say, oh, well, Beaches don't have money and he can buy out police. Yeah, buy out local police in Portland, maybe. We were talking about the major investigation division. We don't know what kind of money we think Beaches don't have, right? For those, oh, just buy out MID. No, listen. Is it that people are giving information or they're not? This is not the movies. This is not the movies where police turn up, them find one single strand of hair and then them take that hair and put it in this machine and then run it and it could bring up some information and the case done. That's not how it works in real life. Not even in America, not even in England. To be that case, you need witnesses. You need people who are going to come forward and say, listen, this is what happening and this one, and you build a case around your witnesses and then you add your DNA and you add this, so you did find one shoe print over here, so you did find one strand of hair over here, so that's how you build cases. People are going to say, oh well, how come Beaches not get locked up for the first one? Because the people in Portland never say nothing. That's how. Because the people in Portland who know team first wife never said a thing. That's how he beat the first case. And how he's going to beat the second case, if he beat it, is because if the people in Portland again they say nothing. Because everybody down there know everything, but nobody never say nothing in the Merlene case. Everybody know what happened to Merlene, but nobody never come forward with information though. So, you see, even though the police hold on for Beaches out, him can still walk. Him can still walk if nobody no provide information. Now, me hear say them hold on for two men who the police them suspect had something to do with the killing of Tanya. Now, you see, if those two men are the actual hitmen, right now, this is what going to happen. The police have got to start out some kind of deal for them, man. Even though them carry out the dirty work, and them actually take our life, if the police them can start out some kind of deal give them, man, and make them start talk and say, listen, a Beaches out send me, and Beaches out give the money and say the money I go in the account to him done for. He's done for. Especially if you can couple that with 2 or 3 other witnesses who say, you know, say leading up to this, leading up to our death, him did tell me say I'm going to do this, or him did go and ask if you don't know nobody who can kill people. Listen, that's how case get built. That is how case get built. This is beyond a reasonable doubt. Right? So, listen, the whole narrative where I get shape around say Beaches out immune and him have money and him have, that whole narrative is to be honest, it's played out. It's played out. If 2-3 solid witnesses step into that courtroom, he's done for. That apply for anybody. That apply for, listen, when you see people bust case and you hear them go to trial and the court get and the case get thrown, the overwhelming majority of the time is because either there is no witness, or the witness can't find, or the witness lose them life. It all centers around the witness. The police can click them heels together like Alice in Wonderland and say, I wish he's found guilty, I wish he's found guilty, and then him go in a court go found guilty. That's not how it works. This whole, him have money so nothing now come out of the narrative, it's played out. You know why? I'm telling you. Even the poorest now have nothing to him name 87 bus case every single day. How you think a J-Bad or a bigger crime or Nevada Hodges managed to have 10, 15, 20 bodies? Or you think they managed to kill so much people and it's not until somebody kill them or police kill them, them rampage stop? Let me ask you that question. How much years bigger crime do a prison? How much years Satan do a prison? How much years J-Bad do a prison? And look how much people them kill. Is it because they were super rich and they could buy out the system? Is it because them use them money and no? It's because nobody never testify against them. No witness, no case. This whole human money so no. If no come out of it, no witness, no solid witness, that's it. That is it. The poorest man in Jamaica bust case. The poorest man them. Matter of fact, the majority of people who bust case in Jamaica are literally the poorest people in Jamaica. It's the 87s bust the most case. Go in any so-called bad man place and people show you somebody around there with 4 or 5 dead bodies to him name, and him walk up and down free, him not even wanted. Right? He's never set foot in a prison one time. Why? It's because him have money on the justice system, buy out the justice system. No. Nobody came forward to provide any information, so him walk free from the case. That's why in the video where I was reviewing the new law, I said, listen, even if you catch somebody on top of one pitney, right, and you see them with their own 2 eyes and you drag them off of the pitney yourself, in the eyes of the law, that person is innocent until them got trial could get found guilty. They are innocent in the eyes of the law, right? This is how the law work, right? It's not a case of, oh well, me know see you do it, so that means to say you go to prison. That's not how it works. Somebody still have to go trial, and witness have to turn up and say them they see this and them hear this, right? And then defense lawyer get to pull the witness apart and say nothing no go so, right? This is how these things work, right? I mean, I understand, as Mr. the system have whole heap of work for though, right? System have whole heap of improvements, but so make it sound like say, oh well, yeah, if you have $2 in your pocket, then nothing can come out of no case. Even a 116 in Jamaica. How a 116 in Jamaica avoid prison is, one, they're usually smarter than the 87 and the 90, so they don't make the same mistakes. They cover their tracks better, they tie up their loose ends better, and the type of crimes they commit, there simply isn't much scope for anybody even see them in the first place. Go back and listen to the 116 video again, because it look like it's been a while and enough people never forget certain things. The type of crime that a 116 commit is not the same type of crime where 87 and a 90 commit, right? It's not the type of crime where you go see them off at you or there's something for you can say, oh, me was the witness to it. No. We're talking about white collar crime. We're talking about even if them involved in a shipping diet coke, for them diet coke don't get swallowed in a pellet in a woman belly. For them diet coke now get stuff in a rum buckle. That's a 87 and 90 foolishness. 116 way above that. So this is why you're not even going to find a witness, because there is no witness. Only people inside of that circle can sell out to each other. I'm telling you. Go and listen to the 116 video again. People, please stop the nonsense. Beaches thought is no 116. When people tell me that, I realize all I can think to myself is I don't think people understand the concept of a 116. If they think 116 don't mean you have money. 116 don't mean you drive a nice car and live in a nice house. You can buy out 2 local police and you can buy a couple round of liquor for the money. But that's not 116. Please understand the concept. Go back, listen to the video again. Right? Jamaica does not have a lot of 116s. We don't. Money, just having some money and anybody in Jamaica, any footballer, any artist, anybody with money in Jamaica can buy out police and buy out people on the block and buy out this and buy out that. That is not 116. Please understand the concept before you start throwing it around, because I don't want people to start devaluing the whole 116 concept and just attaching it to anybody with a couple dollars in their pocket, right, and get found not guilty in one case. Beachy Stout is not a 116. Now, let me move on to the Stephen McPherson case, because we're hearing that the police actually hold on upon 2 people, right? Them say the owner of the vehicle where carry out the actual shooting and the next man. So, listen, JCF lately, they've been on a roll. All of a sudden, it look like say JCF of Steph Curry in the force, because they've been making some shots from the half court line and him still a drop. None net at all. None net. You know when Steph Curry line it up and you say, no man, that can't go in, and you look, boom. None net. I saw JCF are going. Right? So listen, continue. This is what we want to see. We like the speed where them move at. We like, because you see, the longer it take for bringing in certain man, is the harder the case I go get. Right? Because you give man time to run with, you give man time to do this and give man time to get rid of witness and keep. No. We like how things are going from Tamara Geddes to now Beachy Store to Steve McPherson. We like it. Right? And a lot of this has to do with the fact that people are providing information. Law-abiding people are providing information. That's one of the reasons. Right? This is why I tell you, as a society, if we must shake off the stigma that law-abiding people who give police information is an informer and infidel. You see, when that stigma get officially removed, that's when you're going to see, you're going to hear a man get murdered today, and by 2 days' time, the suspects that get bringing in. Because people are going to pick up the phone and say, yo, officer, and so and so. All of these foreign countries like Canada and England and place there, the reason why them can't solve case of ours is because they don't have that stigma. It's not just because they have all the DNA. Yes, them things are important. Yes, DNA and fingerprints and all. Yes, they're important. But in a them country, they do not have a stigma. Can't make people who live in Canada and England and certain places in Europe and certain places in America tell them. Them place there, your neighbor just want to see you walk around and certain things look too funny and they might call police on you. As a matter of fact, you might live in your neighborhood and them not really spot you, and then just see somebody walk around, and next thing you know, police pull up on you. And you're there in your own neighborhood, so them people in a ramp for call police on you. Right? That is the culture. From people see something when they look too right in the neighborhood, they might jump on the phone. They might jump, them not taking no chances at all. Right? So it all comes on the stigma. So JCF, listen, whatever you wanna do, whatever changes you wanna make lately, it's been paying off. We like how the things are going. Right? I mean, step in the right direction. I mean, yes, you know, people say, yeah, but what happened to the, listen, you have to look upon it like a pitney that used to be struggling in school. Them used to get be 20 and 25%, and now you see them start get 45%. There's no point saying to that pitney, yeah, but remember one time you used to get 25%? No, you encourage. You say, well done, now you're the 45, aim for 50. Now you're the 50, aim for 55, because I realize enough people don't want Jamaica better. Enough people don't actually care if JCF getting better, because they just get their kicks from bashing JCF. But because I actually want JCF to get better. When me call out JCF, it's because I want them to improve. So when time I see them improve, why would I not say well done? Them have a long way to go, but you have to start somewhere. Listen, all these foreign police departments, so everybody love talk about, them never wake up and turning out who they are now overnight. Scotland Yard and the NYPD and the LAPD and all these, and the Canadian police and all these, them never wake up one day and just suddenly have everything them have now and have all the skills them have now. It was a process. And let me tell you something. There was a time when even at the big bad Uncle Sam, the same way you say our police them always get caught up in a corruption and get buyout and all kind of things. At the same way, so the mafia used to have Uncle Sam in the palm of them hands. There was a time in America when the mafia used to have police, NYPD and them people, right? Exact same way or you see JCF of Jamaica. And yet you say, oh, the police give you the witness information back to the same way America used to run. Same exact way. And them take time, clean up until them reach them there now. And them still not perfect. They're still not perfect. Right? It's on a show. Right? It's on a CSI. Right? So if them care, listen, only if you go back go actually look on the history of how that are these police departments were, right? Go look on the role the mafia, look at how deep the mafia infiltrated America, right? So people need to stop act like say America and England and Canada and Germany and them places wake up one day and suddenly at a first class, first world police service, right? That's not how it work. That's not how it work at all. So JCF, keep making improvements, right? But don't forget, we have whole heap of flushing to do. Whole heap of flushing to do. Right? Certain elements inside of the force, man, I tell you, everything when they do, them just set in the back, 3 steps. If when they take 5 steps forward, them set a police they come make when they take 8 steps backward. So while you not deal with the 87s and them people, remember to look internally. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Please like, comment, and share the video. Bless.